Ham Radio 2.0 Sunday night live stream. Thank you for joining, everyone. We're going to get started here in just a minute. Happy Sunday.
Ham Radio Prep is the fastest and most effective program to study for your ham radio license. Our complete multimedia course makes it easy to pass the ham radio license test, even if you're a beginner. Study at your own pace with 10 step-by-step lessons that are simple to understand and cover all of the official FCC questions. Take our course and you'll pass the exam on your first try or your money back, guaranteed. Begin your journey to becoming a licensed ham radio operator.
And there it is. Good evening, everyone. Ham Radio 2.0 Sunday night live stream. We got a cool show for you tonight. This has been a long time coming because Frank and I have been talking about doing this build for a while. It's going to be a fun build. This is going to be the KM4ACK antenna in-fade half-wave kit that I've had sitting on my shelf for probably about a year, maybe a year and a half. I don't remember when I bought it. I bought this antenna. So don't make fun of me for not building it yet, because he didn't donate it to me. So it's not a freebie to get maximum exposure on his website, which that happens sometimes. That's fun to do as well. We're going to be doing one of those upcoming on Wednesday this week. So tune in to the lunchtime live stream on Wednesday. We're going to be doing that there. So a second in-fade half-wave antenna is going to be built on the live stream on Wednesday. Tune in for that. Sign up on the email list. I'm going to send you guys a email about that later. But let me talk about a couple of announcements first, because I want to point out a couple of things. Oh, there it is right there. Okay. So, all right. So tomorrow is my official 6-year... No, I keep saying 6. Tomorrow is my official 7-year anniversary on YouTube. I started this channel. I named this channel Ham Radio 2.0 and put up my first video titled Ham Radio 2.0. That's wrong. Episode 2 on May 2nd of 2015. Prior to that, I had made a how to program the TYT TH9800 video. I put it on YouTube. I saved the link. I was selling that radio on my website at the time. And people would commonly ask the same question over and over again. How do you do this? How do you set the PL tone? How do you program the offset? How do you do this? Where's this in the menu? So I made like a 10 or 12 minute video, and I said, this is how you do all these things. And I saved the link, and I sent it to... But when people would call me or email me, I say, hey, go watch this, go watch this, go watch this. Well, I didn't look at it. That was in like August of 2014. I didn't look at it for like 5 months. It's like December of 2014, January 2015, something like that. And I went back to it, and it had several thousand views. I don't remember the exact number. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,000. I don't remember what it was. And I'm like, I haven't sent this to like 6,000 people. I've sent it to maybe 40 people. And this thing is getting picked up on YouTube by itself. Maybe there's something to this YouTube stream. So fast forward to May. I posted my first Ham Radio 2.0 video, which was a DMR presentation at a local club. 7 years later is tomorrow, and here we are. 110,000 subscribers, a bunch of you in the chat that are freaking awesome sauce, because you guys in the chat with green text on your name, you guys are my YouTube channel members. Thank you for being here tonight and for your support of the channel. So starting tomorrow, I am going to I've spun up a new channel already. Ham Radio 2.0 is not going anywhere. I'm going to still full-bore, 110% effort, Ham Radio 2.0. I love the channel. I'm excited to see where it goes in the next 7 years. Okay, it's not going anywhere. But I have a new channel that I've started for off-grid gear reviews. I'm going to start doing like an RV life, van life, overlanding type thing. I sent this channel to my patrons and my YouTube channel members last week, and I said, I'm thinking about taking this channel in a different direction. What do you guys think? And all of the people who replied really liked the idea. So there will be a new video posted on this channel tomorrow that's a walkthrough of the brand new RV trailer I just bought. Let me share this link in the chat. I forgot to give that to Frank before we started. So let me put that right there. So new video posted tomorrow. It's got about 72 subscribers on that channel right now. I've done just this IceCo video and this Faraday bag. That's all I've done yet. So new videos about overlanding and RV upcoming. I've recorded 3 or 4 new videos at the More Expo in Springfield, Missouri last month when I was there, so some new stuff coming up on that. I'm going to be doing a giveaway on this channel when I reach 1,000 subscribers. So more to come on that later. Sign up on my email list, be watching over there, and you will find out how to be a part of that. I have a t-shirt on my shop.hamradio2.com that says I survived the ham radio invasion of Dayton 2022 for the YouTubers bunch and Ham Harder with the pig face. So you can go check that out, shop.hamradio2.com. It's on the front page, and we can have some of those. I'll probably get a few extras of those printed and brought to the Hamfest, but go order your size and color right now. So that's up there right now. The weekend after Dayton Hamvention is the YouTubers Hamfest, and as I've done every month this year, I'm going to be doing a big giveaway on that Sunday, but it just kind of coincides with the YouTubers Hamfest this year. Y'all are going to see a really cool YouTubers Hamfest trailer. Several of the guys and I have been working on our own versions of the trailer. We're going to put them all together and combine them like we've done for the last 2 years. Some really funny stuff out there. So I hope you guys enjoy that. Go sign up at the hr2.li/free buddy poll, I think it is. I think Frank's got that in the chat. If not, I'll put it in there later. And sign up at that and get entered for, I'm going to be giving away a Buddy Stick Pro and a brand new Hex Beam from Buddy Poll. Chris from Buddy Poll is probably going to come onto the channel that weekend. It's going to be one of the last streams for the YouTubers Hamfest weekend on Memorial Weekend coming up at the end of May, so that's going to be fun as well. A week from yesterday, my wife and I are going to Galveston Thursday. We were supposed to go tomorrow. Some things happened. I got a couple things going on in town. We delayed our trip, but we're going to go down there on Thursday. Those of you in the area, we're going to do another POTA meetup at the beach, Galveston Island State Park, on Saturday, a week from yesterday. I think that's May 6th, something like whatever Saturday is. Today's the 1st, so whatever Saturday is 6th, I think. So more to come. Hit me up in Discord. Hit me up in email, Twitter, whatever. And if you need details about that, we go meet right here at 13 Mile Road. If you come down San Luis Pass, which is FM 3005, which is the same road as Seawall Boulevard if you're in town. If you're in town up here, it's Seawall Boulevard right there. You just keep coming west. You go to 13 Mile Road and you turn left. Not there. Boom. Right. No, that's not that far. 15 Mile. I lost it. Oh my gosh, I lost it. So you go to 13 Mile Road, right here where this is the state park area. You turn left off of this San Luis Pass, and you go down until it dead ends in the beach. This whole road you can see right here is inside the green. It's inside the state park. That's where we're going to be on Saturday. We're going to be set up right here. This line right here is where you can park. And that's where we've activated on the beach right here several times in the past. If you've seen my videos, Frank's videos, Mike's videos, we've activated there half a dozen times or so in the last year. January 1st, we were there. It's going to be a fun show. So if you're in the area, please come join us on Saturday. So that is that. Upcoming, we're going to build an antenna tonight. Let's see how much I botched this up. Actually, this looks like a fairly simple build, I think. So, but we're going to... comments are welcome from the chat. You guys in the chat are welcome to comment on that. I've already had 2 or 3 people in the chat say, hey, I built this antenna. It's great. Cool. Thank you for joining us tonight. Appreciate you guys being here. And I'm going to bring Frank in right now.
Hey!
Hey!
What is going on?
Hey,
how are
what's
y'all
up?
doing, man?
Oh, gosh. Were you ready?
Yeah,
you didn't look like you were ready.
no, you said you're going to be Frank on, and I was
around
and on the computer.
That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right.
So
that's right.
How long did we have this antenna for?
I was trying to remember that earlier. Wasn't it about 1.5 years ago?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because my desk used to be over there, and it's not anymore.
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I know we scheduled this at least twice to do.
Twice. Yeah. That's okay. This is not a new thing. You could find plenty of videos on YouTube about building this antenna. Josh did one. Mike did one. I think Jason himself did one.
Jason did himself. In the instructions, it says refer to my video.
Right. So this is not a new antenna. It's been around a while.
Mhm.
The link in the description, if you guys go look at the YouTube description, there is a link to this antenna. It currently shows sold out on the website, on KM4ACK's website. However, I texted Jason a few hours ago this afternoon, and I said, hey, dude, we're going to build your antenna on my live stream tonight, just FYI. And he said he's working 16-hour days right now, 7 days a week. He's just really busy at work. He's a professional photographer, and I think it's sports season. Yes. So he's taking all kinds of like baseball, football, soccer, whatever photos. I don't know what all he's involved in, but I know he's working long hours right now.
Mm-hmm. So I am so ready to get into this antenna.
Good. Well, he might join us tonight. Number one, he said he was going to try to hop in for a few minutes and just kind of say hi. He's also going to be giving one of these antennas away.
What?
He's like, hey, give away one of the end-fed half waves on your stream tonight. And I said, okay, that's cool. We'll do that. So I got to figure out how to pick the person for that because this was a last-minute thing. I just found out about this like an hour ago. So suggestions welcome on how to pick someone to win an end-fed half wave.
A random comment a day from now?
A day from now.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, I'd kind of like to do it on the stream. I don't know. Suggestions welcome.
Yeah.
Suggestions welcome for how to give away one of these antennas.
Or a Discord poll. Do you have a giveaway Discord?
I do have. I can go into Discord and create a giveaway real quick.
Mm-hmm.
And then it would randomly pick someone in a time frame that I set, which I could set a time frame for like 45 minutes from now, and it would randomly pick someone. So I could do that.
I'm not pulling names tonight out of the chat.
No, and it's I don't have that plugin that StreamYard uses where you put a 1 in the chat and it randomly picks someone. I don't use StreamYard, so I can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
But that's okay. That's okay. We'll figure something out. I think I'm going to Facebook user says, I'll make it easy, I'll take it. Oh, thank you, Facebook. Thank you, Facebook user, but since you have no name, I can't give it to you. Sorry. So
well, that's what happens on Facebook.
That's right.
That's why I don't have it.
That's right. No, do it on YouTube. Do a random number pick. Yeah. I might do that. So, all right. Suggestions welcome. Cool, Frank. You got all your stuff set up there?
Yes, I do.
All right.
I got it right here.
There we go. Okay. All right, good. So here's mine right here. I've got the Toroid. The Smoking Ape Toroid. I've got the wire. Okay. We've got the elastic doingy thing here with the dog bone. It's the elastic wrapper that goes around it when you're done. That's not, what is that? That's something else, I think. Here's the resistor. Capacitor right there, whatever that is. So BNC connector. And here's the instructions for wrapping the Toroid.
Mm-hmm.
So that is
the interesting thing. Well, not interesting. I was freaking out a little bit before the stream. I'm like, oh my god! I lost the capacitor. I can't find the capacitor. But it is in this transition.
Right.
The Toroid Wrap. It's not in the other small little baggies.
Yeah. So the Toroid was in I threw mine out. A Toroid's in a small bubble wrap package. In a small bubble wrap package, and
I'm getting mine out right now.
And it was in there with that. So these two were bubble wrapped together, so that's cool. TC Fitz, thank you for the super chat, $10 super chat. Appreciate you being here tonight. No pickle beer for you tonight, TC Fitz. Sorry about that. So
you had some good beer you're telling me about right before
I did.
the stream.
So there's a place in Grapevine called Hop and Sting. Which they have a really cool patio. They have a really cool venue. I really like the people who work there. Their beers are okay. They do a lot of hoppy beers. They do a lot of hoppy beers, as the name suggests, Hop and Sting. I like the darker beers, and they don't do a lot of these. So they're not my favorite. Now, the beers they do are fine, but I prefer the darker beers. Turning Point in Bedford has better darker beers than most of the places around here. But Hop and Sting tonight had a chocolate chip cookie dough golden ale.
Ooh.
Okay. So if you've ever had, as a kid, if you ever had the cereal called Cookie Crisp, look like little chocolate chip cookies that if you let them float in milk long enough, they got milk soaked and it tastes like eating chocolate chip cookies soaked in milk for breakfast. That's what the beer tastes like. It was very subtle. The taste was there, the flavor was there, but it wasn't overpowering. So it wasn't like drinking a big chocolate chip sugar drink.
All right.
But it had that Cookie Crisp taste to it, and it's very tasty. Yeah, go ahead.
You like stout beers?
I do.
What's the difference between a stout and an IPA? Both of them are very hoppy and strong to me.
A stout is actually not hoppy. The IBUs on a stouts are lower, but the malty, they're more what's called malty than IPAs and Hefeweizens and all these other things. So look at the IBU, which is the International Bitters Unit. The IPAs are going to be higher. The stouts and porters are going to be lower. I'm not a brewmaster. I don't know all the details of everything. I just know that the darker beers are more malty in flavor and usually lower in the IBUs, and the IPAs are less malty and more hoppy and higher on the IBUs. So okay. Don, thank you for the chat tonight. Appreciation all the help for support over the past month. Hope you're feeling better, man. Appreciate the super chat.
So I think I'm ready here. I got
good.
Everything kind of nulled out. I got all the pieces in the little mat here separated. I got a little tape measure, which we'll need kind of at the beginning.
Oh, you know what? Oh, I've got a tape measure on my pad right here. So, yes, we'll need a tape measure at the beginning. So, okay, good. So let's pull this out right here. All right, Frank, how are you going to start? Frank, did you freeze? I think Frank froze. I wonder if he... I think Frank froze, guys. Yeah, Frank froze. Okay. All right. Well, he will... Frank, come back into the chat if you're listening to the live stream. I don't know if your Zoom froze. I don't know what happened. So, okay. So we got this right here. And I'm going to take this. Okay, good. So we're going to go here. I'm going to switch that. Go right. Nope. This here. Frank's frozen up there. You see that? He's frozen. So, but he'll come back in a minute. I'm going to guess he's going to shut down his Zoom, restart it, and come back in. So, and that's okay. I don't know if he clicked the wrong thing or what. Okay. So, let's unwrap. I want to unwrap this correctly. There we go. Ooh, gosh. Okay. There we go. Try not to twist it upon itself. That one there. There we go. Okay. Now, we've got this right here, which is twisted around right there, and it's double braided. So right here, so Mike K8MRD, he did a really good job of doing a build video on this antenna, and I watched that. Josh did a live stream with it a couple years back, maybe a year ago, something like that. Good live stream. I watched it at the time. I haven't rewatched it, so that's not fresh in my mind. But I watched Mike's video early today, and he did a good job with wrapping this. So that's the first thing we're gonna do right here. So I'm trying to watch for Frank to come back in. I wonder if his whole system crashed. I don't know. So there we go. All right, Michael Mastro, thank you for the $20 super chat. Jason, you've taught me so much. Thank you for all you do for amateur radio. Appreciate you being in the chat tonight, man. Thank you for the good vibes out there. Okay, so that right there. So I'm gonna take this here. I wrap this, put this screwdriver through here, and I'm gonna turn this. Now, what Mike did was Mike took a pair of needle nose and he twisted it and he scarred the end of it, and he's like, oh well, I scarred the end of it, but yeah, we'll go ahead and do that anyway. So kind of hold it here and twist it like this. I don't know how many times you do it exactly. There's Frank coming back in. Is that? Okay.
Whoops.
Are you unfrozen?
I'm unfrozen. And
did you do that on? Did you click on the wrong thing, or what did you do?
The computer just blue screened.
Oh, well, there you go.
All right, everything looks all right.
So,
I don't.
Looks
know
okay
why.
over here.
Yeah.
Looks
all
okay
right.
over here.
So you're at the twisting part.
I'm twisting the wire right now, and I'm doing it like Mike did it. You know, I was just like, it's just easier.
I'm trying to figure out how to unwind this thing. I don't see the ends.
It took me a second to do that. Yeah. You have to kind of be. It's hard, sturdy wire, so you have to be kind of
forceful,
careful with it. Yeah, forceful, careful.
Well, this is a nice length of wire he gave us.
It is.
Here.
Yeah, it is.
And we don't need. Well, we need a good part of it.
Right there. Okay.
And I'm trying to do this where I'm not kinking it up.
Windows update in Frank's neighborhood.
Pretty much. All right. So, transition.
How many twists? Did they say how many twists it was? I don't remember.
No, I don't have notes of how many twists.
No, I don't either.
Hide self. There we go.
There you go.
So it was about 8.5 inches I saw Mike do, and he curved it back on itself.
Yeah.
Then another 2.5 inches up. And twisted the rest.
Yeah, that's good. I don't think it really. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it does. Hey guys, guess what? This is shoot from the hip hour on ham radio. So, how non-precise we are. You know what Mike does when he tunes an antenna? He's like, "Hey, that much looks right," and he clips it off. Okay. It's all good.
Don. That's what happens when you write C++. No.
Oh, gosh.
You know, that's what happens when you write in C#. That's what I give you.
We're going to get into that again, huh? Learning. Why do you twist it? You know what? I don't know. Because the instructions say to. You twist these wires here. Turn that down right there. You twist the wire together right here, and the double twist comes off this way to the ground. And then you wrap it twice around the toroid here, and then one end wraps around the toroid, and the other end comes off to the transmit right here. Why? I don't know. Because Antenna Man says so. So
agreed. Agreed.
Yeah.
All right. Just FYI, I'm no longer co-host, but that means I'll keep an eye on it.
Yeah, I'll fix that.
So. Going down.
When you wrap it around there, you want to do it real tight.
And you did it twice, right?
I did do it twice. Yep, there's two twists there.
Yep.
This goes to ground.
That's what I'm on.
This one
right
goes to ground.
Now,
these two are separated. Right there. This wire, there's way more wire than you need. So we're going to cut it off, and that's okay. We'll cut it off here in a little bit.
Well, is this
rather have too much than not enough? I don't know. So
I thought Mike said it was magnet wire.
That sounds right. Yeah. There's KM4ACK in the chat. So
you have the link, man.
We're a couple of total noobs, just kind of doing this by the seat of our pants. So
I'm trying to unwind this wire a bit to help me out.
Okay. So there's mine right there. This is going to go to ground right here. 1 wrap, 2 wrap. One of these I'm going to wrap around the toroid, and one of these goes to transmit, it says. This one goes to transmit. This is when I'm going to wrap around the toroid a little bit more. So, Dave Kassler would be so proud. You guys leave Dave alone. That's funny. I mean, that's funny. I should tell you what Ray Novak said to me about Dave Kassler at Hamcation, but I'm not gonna.
No.
Jason says yes, it's magnet wire. So.
See, I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you know what you're talking about. What do you know?
I was trying to set you up to make you know what you're talking about.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
Agreed.
So, yep.
All right. So the short lead coming off the magnet wire, off the twist, is going to go to the B&C connector. That's going to come up later.
Correct.
So this long part here, now according to my notes, it is 5 twists. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then the 6th one's going to come out and under. Oh, sorry.
It's 6. Yeah, it's 6. 4, actually, 5. 6 twists. It's the, after this, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the 6th one comes over and goes across.
That's what I just said.
Okay. All right. I'm just making sure we're on the same page, Frank. Making sure we're on the same page.
Wait. You want to be on the same page as me?
Tonight I do. Yeah. Yeah.
Tonight
I do. Tonight I do.
So we're gonna wrap this.
Let's get a little bit tighter around there.
Oh. Does the tightness matter? Is it?
I think so. I think it does. I think you want to try to wrap it as tight as you can around the toroid. So
that was 1.
I mean, as long as there's not like 2.5 inches of loop inside of each one, I think it's probably fine. Just getting it pretty tight. So there's that. So, okay.
All right, Jason, this is your time to come on in here and tell us why and other things we're asking.
5. Yeah. 6.
2, 3.
Okay. Tightness does matter. Yeah, Jeremy. Hey, Jeremy's in the chat. Tightness does matter, he says. So, yeah, I thought the tightness did matter. Actually, I was trying to wrap it as tight as I could. Honestly. There we go. Kind of get that one a little bit more tight.
So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Need 1 more.
Okay. Trying to keep mine in the camera here.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's hit me in the face.
I know. I did that. I did that a minute ago.
And to mind the kinks too, so it does not.
Yeah. Right.
Kink up.
All right. So I've got my 6 on that side.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now I need 1 more that comes up and
let's see.
Over.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the 6th one comes up and okay. So the 6th one I'm going to go like this with. Yep. And then wrap it in the other direction.
And the other direction, a clear 6 times.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to hold it over the white here. So we've got this one that's going to come off to go to the transmit, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the 6th one goes over the top, comes under the bottom here. And then it goes around this side, up just like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then it sticks out from the top. So that's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, Joe Brett says, the magnet wire will get you if you're not careful. Right in the eye. Right in the eye. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
You're just 1 ahead of me.
5. 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And just like, yeah, coming underneath there with number 6.
Stuck on me.
Just like that. Okay. So there we go right there. That's the double that comes off and goes to the ground. This is the single that comes off for transmit and the single that comes off for
1, 2, 3,
antenna.
4, 5, 6. Ah ha ha.
Just like that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I need to take this around a little bit more. So does spacing matter?
I don't think so. I think you want them to be kind of evenly spaced, but I mean, it doesn't. I just try to make it look as close to the diagram here. So, and the ones I've seen built on YouTube, other people on YouTube, they never said anything about spacing. So
I'm going to give myself, I think, a good 6 inches.
Yeah.
And cut this off, the rest of it off.
Okay.
I know that's probably too much, but
No. Not necessarily. So there's mine there. Okay.
So there's mine. We got the 1-2 twist, 1-2.
Yep.
Let me get a pen.
Yeah.
1-2, 1-2, then 1-2-3-4-5. 1-2-3-4-5. The extra 1-6 goes underneath.
Underneath. Yep.
1-2-3-4-5-6.
Yep.
1-2-3-4-5-6, and then it sticks out at the top.
Correct. Yep. That's what I've got right here. Yep. Good. Congrats on your general. Somebody got a general in the chat.
Awesome.
Oh, there we go. T. Miller. Passed my general on 421. What's the over-under on when I get my ticket? Yeah, good question. Yeah, so the FCC, I think their database broke when they did the fee thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I actually ended up applying twice because I thought the first application didn't go through.
Oh, for GMRS?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Joe, Brett, and I had the same issue, and we're like, did it go through?
Oh, really?
Yeah, then we went to go pay, and then we saw 2 applications. So like, rawr.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm not paying for this twice.
No doubt.
All right. So next is placing this guy.
We're going to zip tie it next.
On my written instructions, toroid diagram, BNC connector.
Yeah, I thought the BNC was next, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't remember.
So you just push it in. I'm doing it. The BNC is going into the baffled area.
Correct. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So this guy right here, it's recessed on this side, but not on this side.
Recessed. So, that was the word I was looking for.
Recessed. Yeah. Yeah. So I would put the BNC here, where it sticks out on the non-recessed side, and it'll go in one way because it's the BNC is flat on one side of this threaded section. So we'll put that in there just like that.
Then it's I actually had to push down on the desk. Yes, turn it over to seat it all the way through.
Right. So
next,
then we
there's the ground connector.
Right. That's this one right here.
Then the serrated locking.
Yep. The lock nut right here.
Then the nut.
Then the nut. Yeah. So I want to make sure that the ground loop is kind of up there. Mike cheated when he did this because he did the time lapse thing when he was doing this part. So
yeah,
it actually takes a lot longer than that in real life. That's not on there squarely. Hold on.
I just have Nina nose pliers.
There we go. So do I. I just got to get that nut on there squarely so I can cinch it down without cross-threading it.
And Mike did say, I didn't see Josh say bend this up, but Mike bent it up.
Mike said, yeah.
For easy soldering.
Right.
Just get a knife and slide it under and. Whoop.
Actually, no. Let's use the bigger one.
Did Jason join us yet?
Nope, not yet.
All right.
I think he's busy at work.
That's cool.
He's welcome to. I texted with him earlier today, so
it's fun to have some builders commentary and tell us exactly what we're doing wrong.
And an actual celebrity on the show because he designed this antenna.
Yes.
Yeah. There we go. Okay.
My next note is attach the Toroid to the base. And my simple drawing diagram shows the single wire is poking out this way. Then the twisted strands is going off this direction. And then this is going down.
So you've got yours with the BNC pointed up?
That doesn't make sense. We're going to do it that way.
Right. That's what I thought. Okay. So, yeah.
Good catch, Jason.
Yeah.
Good catch.
No, I making sure. Sure. Okay. So this one, because this goes to ground.
Mm-hmm.
This double wire goes to ground, which is right here.
Mm-hmm.
And part of this what is this thing? A resistor, transistor,
capacitor.
The capacitor. I don't know why I can't. Jason says it shouldn't matter, but I put my BNC in the other way. So you put yours in with the recessed side on the front. Really? Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it will matter either.
He says it shouldn't matter.
No, it's the same space.
It makes more sense for me for the nut to go on this side, but I don't, I don't know. That's just in my head. I'm probably wrong. So okay.
I'm going to do it this way.
So you've got the BNC sticking up here, Frank, or you've got the end of it sticking up. Oh, see, you did it the same way that he's talking about doing it.
I had the BNC in the recessed side.
See, I had
the pointer on the flat back side.
Okay. You know what? I'm going to change mine just for the heck of it. This is just a nut. It'll take 10 seconds to do. I'm going to switch it just for the heck of it.
I don't think it matters.
I don't think it does either. I don't think it. I mean, yeah. Maybe, as long as you solder all the parts to it the way that you are going to, in the right order, and the capacitor in the right order, it shouldn't matter. But I don't care.
Maybe he did the recession for the nut to sit flat.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe so. So now if I can get that out of here without breaking it.
Just push it on the desk.
Well, I don't want to break that. I don't want to break this point here.
I'm going to go ahead and start threading.
Go ahead.
Zip ties.
Don't wait for me. No, it's in there pretty good. Okay, you know what? Forget it. I'm going to do it this way. You know what? We're going to see if it works. Because why not? 346 people watching me fail right now. Okay.
Doesn't it feel good?
It does. It feels really good, actually.
All right. Then you got the toroid. Toroid.
Okay. So you've got, so I'm going to point my ground the other way since mine's backwards.
Again,
mine is I'm going to enjoy tuning this and using it in a backwards configuration. Mine's going to be unique. So there we go. I should paint my 3D printed winder to like neon green or something.
Or you just 3D print another one that's neon green.
Right. Okay, there's that right there.
Getting these zip ties in place without moving the wire is a little tricky.
Let's see what you're doing there, Frank.
All right. So first I started off with focus.
Yeah, no, I can see it.
Okay.
I can see it.
It's a little blurry on my screen. First, I started by putting all of the zip ties through the base plate. And then I put the toroid on top. And then I connected one zip tie kind of loose. And then this other zip tie that goes to the top, make sure you do not grab with that zip tie the wire that's going up and through the toroid to the other side.
So where are you putting the zip ties in this these slots right here?
Yes. Yes. Okay. There's 3 slots. And there's
3 slots,
3 zip ties.
So did you put them up from the bottom or down from the top?
I put them up from the bottom with the zip tie block pointing out so I can easily loop the zip tie back through the toroid.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Okay, where's the other one? There they are. Boom. Okay, let me switch back to this other view here. Boom. All right, so that.
I just put a few clicks in until I got the zip tie where I wanted it.
Right. Yeah, that's a good idea.
With these windings.
That's a good idea. Okay.
And again, remind the center toroid wire as you put those zip ties through.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah. You don't want to crimp the the magnet wire. Okay, just like that. That goes over there.
This thing, a couple more twists. Twist and shout.
Yeah, you're putting yours on this side. I've got mine backwards. So we're gonna see if this works. It should, electronically it shouldn't matter. So
correct.
We'll see what happens with that. So I want to feel like really cool if this works. Like, hey, mine's backwards. I'm Bizarro World over here.
Now I can't remember, but I think this type of capacitor does not care about positive or negative.
No, I don't. The videos I watched, it didn't really specify which end went where, so I don't think it matters. Don't think it matters.
Because it's technically creating a short between them.
Yeah. Okay. You ever watch Vice Grip Garage?
Yes.
Yeah, so his disclaimer at the beginning, I'm an idiot. Don't do this unless you're just really desperate. Don't follow my advice unless you're just really desperate. It's good advice. So
I think I am going to do the Josh method for the capacitor.
Which is what?
Put it through the holes here. Then solder the leads to the wire and not the end points. Mike put the capacitor here. And a point here and here.
Mike put the one end of the capacitor here.
Oops,
and the other end
way.
Where?
Mike put the one end of the capacitor to the center of the BNC.
Yes,
then
correct.
the other end to the grounding point.
Okay, and you don't want to do it that way?
Well, it will work. I think I can get them kind of cleaner and separate the wires more by putting it through the holes what Josh did here. And then I'm going to bend one wire this way and connect it to ground, and then the other wire to the positive, like so.
Oh, I see what you're doing. Okay. I didn't see it. Again, I watched Josh's video when he did it live, but I haven't seen it since then. That was a year or so ago.
Either way it will work because you're essentially just creating a short.
Yeah, correct. That is correct.
But in order to get a good connection on this magnet wire, you need to have a piece of sandpaper.
Right.
And rub off that coating. What type of coating is that?
Paint? I don't know. Okay. There's that. There's that. Okay.
I'm playing the co-host where I asked the obvious stupid questions for the chat. You're supposed to have the answers, Jason.
I know.
And on this particular time, I don't know the answers.
All
right, let's turn on the iron. Ooshk.
Mine's on. I've had mine on. Okay.
Oh, I love the soldering iron. Uber Geek got it for me, and it's amazing.
Do you have the Heiko one?
I do not have the Heiko. I have a Xtronics 3000 series.
Oh, okay. All right, good. I have the Heiko one.
What?
And I like
the man, the myth, the legend. It's a Jason that we want to listen to.
That's right. Yeah, the good kind of Jason.
Oh, and then he disappeared behind his.
You offended him, Frank.
Just, I offended him.
Yeah, probably.
I was trying to offend you.
You don't offend me. If you offended me, you wouldn't be on the show. Says right on the spool, it's enameled copper.
Enamel copper. Okay. Oh, I had the fat tip on this before I turned it on. And I didn't realize.
Oh yeah. I have the flat tip on mine. I have the flat tip on mine. So okay. All right. I've got that
a little
through
bit
there.
More.
Got that through there, and I couldn't find my sandpaper, so I'm just going to scar this with a pair of scissors. What's up, Jason?
You guys are doing fantastic.
You think? Oh gosh, I thought you were going to come in here and say, "What the hell are you doing to my antenna?"
You should have said that anyways.
God. I should have said that anyways. Yeah.
So what?
I didn't quite catch what Frank was talking about, where he was going to put the capacitor.
Okay.
So right there. He put it right there from the bottom here through these two little slits. And then I guess he's going to connect one wire to this double twisted wire.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one goes to this wire, I guess. Is that right? Or
I've never seen anyone do that. I always short it from the center connector to the ground right there at the BNC connector.
That's how I've seen it done more times than not also. I think I'm going to do mine. Frank, you do yours that way, and I'm going to do mine the other way.
Okay.
I mean, it's...
I saw Josh do it, and it made more sense to me. Now, I didn't really watch his follow-up, if he had a follow-up, and say, it did not work this way.
I don't know. Maybe. Never know. Never know.
As long as you get it electrically the same, it shouldn't matter one way or the other. I just hadn't seen anybody do it like that before.
Right. So this double wire here gets snipped and connected to this ground port with the capacitor. Is that correct?
All right, let me get my diagram so I'm not telling you incorrect. Yes, that's correct.
Yeah, okay. All right, that's what I thought.
I've got 2 or 3 of these, but I hadn't built one of them in about a year.
Oh, really? Okay. All right.
So can I ask what inspired you to make this antenna?
Well, there's nothing special about the antenna itself. It's a basic 49-to-1 antenna. There's 100 of them out there on the market.
Yeah.
What's unique is the winder and the way the BNC connector fits, or an SO239, both fit inside and the winder itself.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. I just melted the wire onto the base of the antenna.
Why'd you do that?
I don't know. It just happened. I was trying to solder onto it, and the wire just went right through the plastic.
It just happened.
Just happened. So I'm going to keep it there and use it as a mount, and I'm just going to put more solder onto it.
I really wish I could find my sandpaper, because guess what? I've probably got 1.5 pounds of sandpaper floating around the house somewhere. Every time I can't find it, I go buy more, and then I find my stash. Like, oh, that's good. Should have found that before. That's good there.
There it is. The shittiest, or I'm sorry, Jason. The
that's all right.
Crappiest job I ever did.
Yeah.
And it's mechanically held on because the wire's melted into the plastic.
Hey, you know what? That's that happens. That happens.
So, all right, I'm going to take some wire snips, tighten down the zip ties, get rid of those. So your website's out right now, Jason?
I could not keep these antennas in stock. I restock the store every 2 weeks roughly, and they are sold out in less than 24 hours.
Wow.
There is a notification list. If you go to the website and look over in the description, there's a link for a email blast that you can get on when stock is received. And like I said, that gets sent out about every 2 weeks, but they're gone within 24 hours.
That's amazing.
So, but I'm hand assembling every kit. So if you get a kit and something's missing, it's my fault. I can't blame it on anybody else.
Yeah. Well, hey, that's one way to do it. There we go. Okay. Move that around. Good.
Jason, you was talking about sandpaper. I've always used sandpaper. I've seen other people say that you can burn it off, and others will take a knife and scrape it off.
That's what I did that with a pair of scissors. So same concept, I guess. Yep. Now, do you cut this capacitor? Do you cut the wires on it shorter just so it doesn't stick out as? Okay.
Yes, I shorten it, and then once I get it soldered in place, I kind of bend it over. So that it's tucked out of the way, and then I always put hot glue on top of my BNC connector after I've tested everything and got the antenna tuned and exactly where I want it. I just go ahead and cover that completely with hot glue.
Yeah, I will have to invest in a hot glue source at some point in time.
That may show up. There's one of mine.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I don't know if you saw it, Jason, but
what?
We had Mike show up and said, once we completed this, I have officially built more antennas than you.
How do you know that?
Well, that's what Mike said, and Mike is never wrong.
I can tell you for a fact that Mike is often wrong. Mike is an Apple guy, Frank. So
I'm not going to hold that to him.
You might want to rethink that statement.
Wait a minute. What's your point?
So. Frank knows. Frank knows what my point is. Frank's trying to figure out how to backtrack right now.
Nope. I'm going to keep the statement correct in this one instance.
Okay.
But
in this one instance,
how many times Mike comes out to our field day events? Why does this Windows computer not work? Well, did you set it up and get it working before you came out here? No.
Of course not. Of course not.
Well, then that's why.
Why would you want to do that? Doesn't make any sense. Why would you want to do that? Where can I find the STL file for the Winder IK04 says? I assume that's like a 3D print file, right?
Who was asking?
IK04. He's one of my patrons.
Okay, I missed it. The STL file is not available.
Okay. So there you go. It's not available.
But you can find winders all over the place.
Yeah. There's plenty of winders out on Thingiverse or somewhere like that. But mine is not available.
Well, yours has the unique connector BNC in the center of it. But
now, does something else go in the center pin on the BNC besides the capacitor?
The wire.
So the wire coming out of the bottom of the
single piece of wire.
The single piece of wire
off of the bottom. Yeah. Right. It comes out. It's the other side of or right beside your twisted pairs.
Yeah, I was second guessing myself before I soldered that. I was like, wait a minute, that's not right.
That goes in there, and the capacitor both go in.
Right. Yeah, I knew the capacitor.
And then on the ground side, you got the capacitor and the twisted pair.
I think
correct. I got that on there already.
I think Mike's way of clearing off this paint or enamel.
Mm-hmm.
With the power drill,
the Dremel tool. Yeah.
So win right now.
Yeah, that was good. I like power tools.
Power tools.
I would have liked to see a flamethrower used on that.
I got one.
I know you do.
Now, back to the computer thing, there's only 2 good OSs out there.
That's true.
So there is Linux.
And Mac.
No.
Mac's not a good OS.
Mac is Linux also.
Mac is my Fisher-Price, my first computer GUI on top of a good OS. So, no, I don't, Windows is actually not the most optimal operating system in the world. However, it does contain everything you need. So it's kind of like, I could fight with my operating system and try to get it to work on Linux, or I could just get a Windows box and do what I want to do. So no matter where you want to spend your time.
Okay, we'll argue that in another live stream.
Yeah,
Mac versus Linux UFC fight night.
Hamdalorian Radio is so correct on me. I'm not going to read the comment, but if you find it.
Hamdalorian Radio. He's always good. That's good.
Hey, man, that's a classic.
That's a classic. That is a classic. Oh, gosh.
All right, I got that center pin connected.
Good.
And I'm doing the mic. Just smother it.
Smother it. Smother it. Solder tip maintenance, Mike.
All right, and I'm going to clip about there.
Mine's going to be the ugliest one of the night, but it is going to work when I'm all
Have you seen my solder joints? It's just
my solder. My solder joints are okay. My wiring is like. You know what? The hot glue is a great idea. I think. So.
A hot glue gun.
I don't either. I don't either.
Who has one? Who has a hot glue gun?
I think my mother has one.
Same here, but you got to go down and get that.
Clip these zip ties off. Okay, there's that.
Jason.
All right. Yes.
Not you, Jason. The smart Jason.
That guy.
Why is what does it matter having the wire twisted at one point for the ground?
I do not know that.
All right.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I do not know the theory behind that. I have no idea.
That's what I said.
Here I'm trying to give you an easy one.
Yeah, that is not an easy one in my book.
No. Okay, now, so my BNC is good. I've got the capacitor. I've got the twisted pair going into the negative side with the capacitor right here. I've got the ground side. I think it's the transmit side, single wire, coming off, going into the center of the BNC with the other side of the capacitor right there. Now, where does this ground wire that's coming, or this 2 antenna wire coming off the top, where does that go?
You're going to find a screw in your package with a wing nut, a couple of washers, and you'll also have a ring terminal in there. So you're going to cut the wire to the length for the ring terminal. You'll attach it, and then it goes over the screw in the wing nut.
So this
that goes on this end here, or does that go? Does that go?
Since that's the way you've got yours orientated, yes.
since I did mine backwards, yes. Do you put it in the far?
You do use Windows, so it's kind
of hey, there you go. Okay, good jab. I'll take that one. Okay. So do you put it in the far hole or the closer hole with the? I bet it doesn't even fit in that one. I bet it fits in this one right here.
I use the one on the other side of the board, but
whatever. All right. All these. See, now I'm with you on the whole Debian, Ubuntu, Raspbian thing. I'm with you on that, man. So you got to give me a little bit of credit. Okay. We'll put this over here. Yeah. Now, do you scar this in before putting it in the ring terminal?
Yes.
Okay. Good.
And I'm just a step behind you, like normal.
Oh, I thought you were ahead of me.
Well, I was, but it took me a while to scar the terminal for the ground connector.
Oh, okay.
And it's just a glob of solder again.
Oh, now I'm doing mine physically. I'm like scarring it with the scissors here. Okay. Jason, how's work been going, man? Been kicking your butt lately?
It is crazy. I spent over 12 hours at it today and had to wait for some printers to cut off before I could dial into the show, or you would have not liked my audio feed.
Oh
gosh.
Okay. What do you mind me asking? What do you do?
No, I'm a professional photographer, but we also print and produce everything in-house. So I'm close to 1,000 8x10s that's been printed here today.
Dang, nice.
Yeah.
I spent the first part of I shouldn't say it that way. I spent 12 or 13 years working in photo finishing. And I loved it back in the day, back when film was actually a thing.
I don't think we've had
this discussion before.
I think we've had this discussion, yeah. I worked for Wolf Camera for a while, and then I went to work for a professional photo lab in town called Montgomery Photo Lab. That was back in like the late 90s, maybe? Something like that. I don't know.
Ooh, this doesn't want to hold.
I was only 4 years old back then, so.
So I'm just going to have it there. I tried to crimp it, but it doesn't want to stay.
That magnet wire is very small, so you got to crimp the hell out of it, and then I suggest soldering it.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to do.
And solder.
Yeah.
Just heating it up.
That boy, I tell you what.
All right, I see K6ARK in the chat. if anybody can answer that twisted wire question, it's him.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That is a good point there.
So maybe Adam can educate all of us.
There we go. I tune my matching unit's turns ratio to provide the best match on the primary bands I want to use. I just buy an antenna for the bands I want to use, Adam.
Woo! Ow! There it is.
Burn yourself?
Yep.
You gotta do it at least once in order to build the antenna correctly.
Yep.
Yeah.
I went and touched that magnet wire as soon as
hell
I was done. I thought it was cool. Blow on it like
soup. Okay. All right. So I'm all soldered up there. So does it matter which way the bolt points through there? I don't think it does. Let's see. Let's put this in here.
Sorry, Jason. I was responding to something.
Oh, that's okay.
What'd you ask?
Does it matter which way the bolt with the wing nut? Does it matter which side the wing nut goes on?
Yeah, I would put it through the way you're going right there.
Right here, like this?
Yes.
Okay. That's what I was going to do.
Yep.
That and this. And a wing nut. Now, I'm not going to tune this tonight because I'm not going to go outside the shack, but I am going to take this Garrett Jackson. So if you put the you're talking the other Jason. Okay. If you guys put the word question in your comment, it highlights it in yellow for me. I can see it easier. So KM4ACK, I think that was question was to you.
There was some question about print time. And I'm trying to get him to repeat that because I missed it when he came by.
Yeah, I think he said something about your how long it takes you to print the winder, the 3D print the winder, I think is what he's talking about.
You ask about printing. I do two different types of printing.
Right.
So
yeah.
A little clarification.
Yeah, you're talking about photo finishing.
Yeah, those winders are about 3.5 hours each.
Ooh, wow, really?
Yes.
Sheesh.
Yes.
Ouch. Okay.
Now, both I watched Josh's and Mike's video today getting ready for this. Both of their videos pointed out, and I like to also point out having the strain relief on your antenna wire. Very, very good idea.
Very, very good idea. Yes, I agree with that. Okay.
Was that experience or
trial and error?
Well, it was experience with other antennas before this one.
Yeah.
So it was just something you definitely need. Otherwise, you'll end up pulling one of the ends off of your wire.
Need a screwdriver. A little fast. It was not in my list of things to grab. Do.
Okay. Glob the crap out of the solder on that one. Okay. So here's where we are now. Can this antenna be modified to work on 100 watts? You know, so here's a question for you, Jason, because I had mentioned this antenna in a live stream a while back. I don't remember when it was. And I said, well, it's only rated for 60 watts, so blah, 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 blah. And 2 or 3 people came along. Well, 1 or 2 people came along and said, I run 100 watts through mine all the time. And I'm like, okay, are you talking about sideband? And they're like, yeah, I run 100 watts sideband through mine all the time. So what do you say about power rating and all that kind of good stuff with this build?
Officially 50 watts,
50?
Single sideband, 20 watts digital. I have had multiple people that have told me they've run 100 watts through it without issue. The biggest thing that's going to happen, keep an eye on your SWR. If that toroid starts to saturate, your SWR is going to start to climb. You haven't damaged anything. All you got to do is let the toroid cool off, and it will return to normal.
Okay, good to know. Yeah.
Wing nut. Bam. What we got left?
Okay.
There should be one more bag. Ah.
Okay. So now we've got the what's this
Bungee cord.
What's that extra nut for?
Oh, you put a nut on top. Okay, where your wing nut is.
Yeah.
You could have put the nut on the bolt first.
There you go,
then
Jason.
Put the wing nut on top of it. Yep.
So you double nut it?
Well, let me try to explain with my camera soon as it gets in focus. I have the nut and I have the washer.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I have the nut. I have the antenna wire, and then I have the washer.
You're out of camera.
Sorry. Then on the other side, I have the screw, washer, antenna, washer. Then nut. Okay. The nut is the standoff. I tried to put it on there without the nut, and then these wires will flush against the brace bracket here. And you're going to pinch your wires when you tighten down. So I'm using the nut as the standoff, and then you got the wing nut.
Okay, well, I put mine on there, and they did not pinch, so it looked right. But the way you just described it makes more sense, so I'm going to redo mine that way.
Can you say that again?
No, I can't. That was a once-in-a-lifetime thing. It's not going to happen again. So
the main thing is, if you ever wanted to swap the wire, you can pull it off without risking losing the bolt. You can just pull the wing nut off.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, good. There we go, right there. So let me remove the pin. There. Right there. And, put this back here. Okay. All right, so that's all of that in the camera right there. So now I got to put the wire on there. Or the, what do you call, Mike calls this a doingy, but you know, whatever you want. Yeah, the bungee.
It's a technical term.
Yeah, it's a technical term. So, okay, so we're gonna put this through this side,
and I am going to put another knot. I didn't think anyone did this, but I have the knot on this side. I thread it through the base, and then I'm going to put another knot on this side. So when you let it go, it's going to hang there and stay and not just fall through.
Right. Yeah, I'm just going to double knot mine.
I double knotted on the first side. Pull that.
Doinky is from the Latin doinkus. That's good.
So now the bungee is secured to the base.
Yeah.
Does it come off? Need to do one more.
So you're doing, yeah. Well, that's kind of how I'm doing mine, Frank. So I'm gonna put another knot on this side here. Mike burned the ends of his. I guess you can do that.
I like that idea too.
Yeah, so I do too. I'll do that later. I don't have a lighter with me at the moment. I guess you could use your soldering iron.
Yeah.
If you want to get solder on it, but yeah.
Couple of side notes. You were talking about the magnet wire earlier. There is probably an extra 18 inches in each package, just in case you make a mistake or need to rewrap it or something. It allows for minor mistakes in there.
Yeah.
Also, with the antenna wire itself, those kits ship with 68 feet of wire. You should only need about 67 feet, so you got a little bit of wiggle room there as well.
So, are we meant to take these out and tune them up before we use them, or they're snipped pretty much the right length?
No, they're nowhere close to the right length. You're going to probably find it resonant around 6.8 or 6.9 right out of the gate. Because it depends on what you primarily want to work, Frank. If you want to work FT8, then you need it somewhere down around 7.074. If you want it somewhere in the voice portion of the band, you want to shorten that wire up and bring it up to, say, 7.200.
Makes sense.
So do you put this around the same wing nut that we just talked about a minute ago?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So this is the third time I'm taking this wing nut apart. Charlie wants to know, does this ship with the wire? Yes, it does. This big honking mess of wire right here, which is like got this strain relief on the end here, which is really nice. And this is, I don't know what kind of wire is that. It's not polystealth, but it's very lightweight and very flexible wire. What do you call that, Mike or Jason?
It's about a 26 gauge stranded wire.
Just stranded wire. Okay. Okay. All right.
Yep.
So again, Jason, I have the screw, the antenna wire off the toroid, and then I have the washer. Then it goes to the base. Then there is the nut.
Yep.
Then my antenna itself, the 2 wires.
Yep.
Then I have the washer.
Mm-hmm.
Then I have the wing nut.
Well, see, okay, so you put your bolt in backwards from where I put mine in.
I did that because I wanted the antenna to be on this side, and not this side.
Well, that's an idea. Okay.
Again, I don't think there's no wrong way of doing it.
We're just trying to see how many times we can get you to take this wing nut on and off during the live stream.
I don't. That doesn't bother me. That doesn't bother me. So, hey, you know what? Most of the crap I do is about trial and error. If it doesn't work, I just redo it.
That's the only way to learn.
I know it. Yeah.
Is there any continuity tests that we can do before we try to tune this up?
Yes, there is.
Sure.
You should have continuity between each point.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Neither one of you obviously watched my build video.
I did. I actually did watch your build video, but it's been probably 8 or 10 months ago. So today I did not watch it. I did not watch it today.
Reiterate,
so I'm guilty of that.
I'm asking the sidekick questions.
Yeah.
So some of these are pre-planned and thought,
and that's okay.
Why am I blanking?
Hey, you know what?
This
is I'm learning how to build this, but I'm also showing mistakes that other people might make while building this. So like I've said before on many other videos, I do everything by the seat of my pants. So if you want to read the manual and do that, hey, do that. If you want to just kind of fool around with it and have fun, do it the way I do it. So.
Okay. All right, Jason. I have my smart Jason. I have my voltmeter here. It's set to continuity test. Where do I need to touch?
You can go between all 3 points, your center point and your shield side of your BNC, and then you can go between each of those and the bolt and nut up at the top.
All right, so continuity between the ground and BNC connector center pin.
Yep.
Then where was the other one?
Up to the top where you were headed towards the bolt and the shield side.
You got a beep?
And you should have it between the center pin and that bolt where you're at.
I got a beep.
You're good.
Good. Hey, Sweet. Look at that. That's great. So Frank, I'm gonna need you to bring yours to the lake next weekend, or to the Gulf next weekend, so I can have one that actually works.
Well, where's your voltmeter, Jason?
It's in the. Honestly, that's a fail on my part. It's in the. I've got a big POTA box with all of my tools in it that I took all of this stuff out of earlier, and I just didn't grab that because I'm forgetful. So, yeah.
See, I watched the videos and I knew there was a thing we can do here.
I turned Mike's video off, and when he said, "Hey, let's just cut some wire," and then that's usually where I turn his videos off, because there's like no science to that whatsoever. So.
And the last time before we started doing this, I took about 1.25 pages worth of notes.
Yeah.
And I have, can we get it on camera? Poorly drawn diagrams. Oh, wait.
No, all you're showing is a blank page right now.
There we go.
There you go.
Poorly drawn diagrams.
Yeah.
Of how this is supposed to interact. There's the BNC like over there, connectors, and how things are supposed to wire up. And I checked my notes today as we were watching.
All right, so I'm gonna put this on. I've got my wire in here. I switched the bolt around, so I'm happy with that. And I'm just gonna wind this wire on here and leave it And then I want to do another video later on the beach where I'm actually tuning it, because I like doing that type of stuff. It's fun to do. I wasn't planning on doing that tonight, so.
Don't forget your tip maintenance, man.
I already did that.
Clean.
Already did that.
Solder again a little bit.
Boom. Awesome question, Ham DeLorean Radio. What did you ask, dude? Okay. Gabriel, thank you for the super chat.
Oh, no. What was this plastic piece for?
Frank proves to us that pain is a great teacher. Probably true.
I need a injury counter.
Oh no, that's a beagle bone. You talking about this beagle bone? This is what's called a dog bone. This goes on the end of your antenna to hang your antenna from, to provide stress relief from the wire on the other end of it.
Yep. So on the far end, away from the winder,
right,
you'll tie that onto the antenna wire.
Okay.
Then the other side, I put extra string on. That way, if I don't come up exactly where I need to for a tree, I've got a little bit of extra, 10 or 15 feet extra, that I can get it over to a tree.
Yeah, I just put paracord on mine usually.
Yeah.
Yep. And it's good to make the wire a little bit longer in case you ever want to do FT8 with it. Now, this antenna, you're going to be limited on FT8 because of the power ratings, but it's still I don't think I'd run 100 watts FT8 through this, but I'm curious to run 100 watts sideband through it.
Now, I want to know, how the heck are you supposed to wrap the wires around this when you're done?
Like this? What's called a figure eight?
Oh, no. Yeah, I got that one, but around the voltmeter. So you clip the probes to the back, and then you're just like, and then it's just a mess.
Just around the bottom right here, like that. That's how I did it.
Okay.
I don't know if that's right or not, but that's how I did it.
But yeah, for the antenna connector winder, yes. Yeah, you just do the figure eight. Sweet, I got another antenna in my repertoire.
That's right. You can't ever have too many antennas. It's like, my wife's like, how many guns do you have? And I'm like, one less than I need. Same's true for antennas. One less than I need. That's how many I've got.
Radios.
And radios, yeah. That's exactly right.
You're not going to nitpick on the soldering detail, but that's what it is right now.
Yeah, looks good.
Yeah,
it's good there.
And I kind of have all the wires in their own way, so they're not touching, and I like it, man. I'm fine
right there.
I am glad we got this done finally.
I've got the doinging on mine holding the wire on, so yeah, my wire. I haven't cut my wire. It's going to be, I'm going to have to go out and string it out and put it on the meter and everything, which is fine, totally fine. But I just put it all in together as one kit, and now I've got it sitting there. And once again, I do really like the hot glue idea, so I'll probably do that as well.
I would probably be careful. I'm pretty sure that Mike has doingy copyrighted.
Yeah, that might be true. Yeah.
He was kind of upset that Ham Harder got away from him.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody's using Ham Harder now. Oh, well. All right, Ed, thank you for the super chat. What's in your Cam DeLorean Radio? What's in your Poto box? You know what? I've got a video upcoming about that.
I did a video of my updated Poto box.
Yeah. I've got a Poto box. It's a big freaking toolbox that I carry in the back of my truck that has everything. So, and I need Frank to record one part of it, and that's why I haven't finished it yet, because Frank and I haven't. It's not Frank's fault. This one thing's not Frank's fault. But,
yes.
Yes, but that's why we're I haven't posted that yet. So, but it's coming soon. Doingy came from Callum. That's probably true. Scott P says, "What gauge is the wire?" We said that a minute ago. It's 26 gauge, right, Jason?
Yeah, I believe that's right.
Yeah.
I love how flexible it is. Like bendable.
Definitely.
It's not stiff or anything.
Definitely, absolutely. Yeah, it's very, very flexible. Easy to work with wire. It's going to be easy to hang over a tree. If those of you who have a pack tenna, it's very similar to that wire. Maybe a little bit heavier than the pack tenna wire, but just barely. But just as flexible as a pack tenna wire. So it's a nice looking antenna for sure. I really like that. Yeah, looks great.
Woot!
Cool.
I got another antenna.
That's right. That's right. Cool.
Next, the XD Commander and Expedition, Jason.
DX Commander, but yes. So, I know, Frank. It's okay. What glass do you use for your cameras, Jason? There's a camera question for you.
Yeah, Nikon and Tamron glass. I've got, nice. And then for video stuff, I'm using Sony glass. Well, no, I think I've got Sony and Tamron glass for that camera as well.
So
I'm a Canon guy.
Can I borrow some glass when I go to Yellowstone next time so I get those good bear shots?
Right.
Because I don't need a hike within 100 meters of a grizzly again.
Yeah. Right.
Been there, done that.
Well, hey, that was fun. I enjoy doing stuff like that. I don't do it enough. Mm-hmm. I don't, as people will attest to. I don't take the time to build stuff a lot of times. So, I really like the way that looks.
That's a good, easy first build.
Yeah,
If you've never built a kit before, that's really a good starter kit.
Yeah, and I would agree with that.
Your soldering jobs don't have to be perfect.
No, they don't.
We got a blob there and a blob there and a blob there.
No, they don't have to be perfect. That's very true. Good.
I don't know if Rhea's stream's coming up next. I'm on her page and I don't see a post about it.
Oh, really? Okay, I just assumed she'd be coming up here in about 10 minutes. So,
live with Rhea 2 hours ago.
She did a live stream.
She posted on her community page. Live with Rhea will be back next Sunday.
Okay. Good.
That's Mother's Day.
Yeah. Need to put shrink wrap on the whole thing. You know, I might just do that. I might just go get some shrink wrap and shrink wrap the whole thing. I'd have to cut a hole. I'd have to cut a hole out right there for the handle.
Electrical tape?
I don't really like the way that looks. But you can get shrink wrap, like the shrink wrap that goes over the Bioenno batteries. You can get shrink wrap like that, and it's heat shrink and just heat it up, and it'll kind of like mold to everything. That may be what I do, just for the heck of it. I might just.
Y'all can laugh at it all you want, but hot glue works well.
Oh no, I will probably put it over the hot glue. So no, I'm not laughing at that at all.
I don't have a wife, so I don't have a hot glue gun.
My wife does not have a hot glue gun. I can guarantee.
Frank. It's cheaper to buy a hot glue gun.
Zing. And true. I hope my wife's not listening tonight. So, Al wants to know, does this one work on 80 if you add 134 foot of wire?
Yes, it would.
I don't know why it wouldn't.
Now, that's just the antenna. I don't think anything special with the Toroid you got to do that or the BNC connector.
Nope, just change out the wire.
Yeah, just the power you put through it. Basically it.
Well, the power, then you need to beef up some of the wire and
my point is that's the only thing that's special is the power limitation.
Yeah.
The 50 watt power limitation. So everything else. What size is the enameled wire? The red
22, 24.
Okay.
Last secret, what type of capacitor is that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I love it.
Edward says, how long is the yellow wire? We talked about that. It's about 68 feet, so you've got extra so you can cut it down. So, Jason, you said you wanted to give away one of these, and I don't really know how to do that on a live stream like this that's not pre-planned, so I wonder if we should come up with like a question for somebody.
I don't know how because I don't live stream. You guys are the experts at that.
Well, generally when I do giveaways, I'll say, okay, we're going to do a giveaway on this date, which is 3 weeks out. So you guys go sign up this form. So I found out about this giveaway like 2 hours ago. So
I got a question, and it'll be unique to your watchers. So if you do listen to us for a while, you will know the answer.
Okay.
What is the park in Maine Jason and I both want to go to?
Okay, first one to put it in the chat.
was the park designator, and I don't remember the name, but
yeah.
So we'll see who or when that comes up. Give it about 40 seconds.
Yeah.
Treading water.
Yeah.
Y'all may have to come up with an easier question.
Oh,
we've talked about that. Oh, see, N5SKT, he got it.
There it is.
45 Auto got it second. Don, you've already got one of these antennas. KMRD got it too, but he's already got one of these antennas.
See?
45 Auto.
Jason,
45
stream, you pick.
Yeah. 45 Auto, do you have one of these antennas yet? I met 45 Auto. He came to our POTA meetup in April a couple weekends ago.
If he has one, I'm going to say then IK04.
Okay.
Maybe the runner up.
All right. Yeah, 45 Auto. Let me know if you've got one of these antennas already. So,
ham radio for non-techies also answered correctly, but I'm gonna
guess that.
Yeah, you got it already too.
45 Auto says I do not. Okay.
There it is.
So 45 Auto is going to win the antenna.
That's a good thing, man. 45 Auto is there,
and he's there, and he's in the chats all the time. Great supporter of the channel.
That's the question was geared towards. I wanted to give it to a frequent watcher here.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So, all right, dude. So 45 Auto, email me, kc5hwb@gmail.com. I will forward your information to other Jason on the stream, and he will send you one of these antennas. Jason, thank you for that donation. That's very generous.
You mean Smart Jason?
Smart Jason, yeah. Yeah.
No, I'm 1.0. 2.0 is always better.
Oh, no. 1.0 is already taken.
W9DXN is Jason 1. I'm Jason 2. Jason, ACK, you can be Jason 0.5. How's that?
Or 1.5.
1.5.
So many Jasons, we're numbering you now.
That's right. There's only one Frank, thank goodness. But
if there's ever two of us, one of us got to leave. That is the rule.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So, somebody asked, "What? Where did that go? That question go?" Let's see. Somebody asked what makes it limited to the 50 watts, and he was asking if it was the Toroid, or is it the? I thought it was the Toroid combination of the magnet wire and Toroid.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay. So you would need thicker magnet wire and a larger Toroid to do a 100-watt version. Is that an accurate statement? Okay.
Correct.
Okay. So yeah. So you'd want to.
You could also use the same size Toroid and double stack them.
Okay.
You know, that's another approach that you could go, or you could use a larger one.
Okay. Good to know. Okay. That winder is probably big enough to put like 1,000-watt Toroid on, I would think. That's a big freaking winder right there. But yeah. So okay. So it's the combination of the Toroid and the magnet wire is the answer to that question.
Yeah, I very seldom run over 50 watts. There's just not enough of a difference between 50 and 100.
There's not
most of the time to worry
especially on sideband.
Right.
So yeah.
I just got to get a radio to do 50 watts. But it should hold up to FT8 though. Right?
Well, what's the power capacity on FT8 again?
20 watts, which is plenty to do FT8.
Yes. All right. So Frank, your G90 you should be able to run full bore on sideband and FT8 with this antenna.
Agreed. I just need to get the FT8 audio cable. That needs to be done sooner than later.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all start hounding me to get that done.
How much does it weigh? You know what?
About 8 ounces with the wire.
With the wire about 8 ounces?
Yes.
Hold on a second. I have scales over here.
I've got a scale here. I think it's I put it over there though. I've got a scale. I've done radio.
Let's see if we can make this work.
There you go.
There it is.
5.5 ounces.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it weighs. 5.5 ounces.
Might be buried a little bit with me rocking the scale, but it's close.
Yeah. 5.5 ounces. This is a question that I don't know the answer to this. Ham DeLorean says, what bands would you get with a 160 meter version? So like you could do basically 10, 15, 20, and 40 with a 40 meter wire.
Good question. I don't know. I've never played with 160 meters.
I'm going to guess you would get somewhere, you'd get 160, probably 80, 40, 20, and maybe 10. I'm going to guess. I'm guessing. I don't know. It's a good question.
Good question.
160 meter end-fed half wave is a beast of an antenna. I mean, let's just face it. That's
oh, come on now. We all know Adam can get that up on top of a soda and erect it.
Whoa, yeah. That's probably true.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yep. There it is. Good. Cool. Well, hey, guys, thank you very much. Jason, thanks for joining tonight, man. I know this was last minute. I just thought I'd send you a text and say, hey, by the way, we're building this antenna. And
yeah, I'm glad you did.
We've been wanting to do this for a long time, so I'm glad we were able to get together on it. But
you'll have fun with it once you get it out and tune it up.
Yeah,
I think so.
Post some pictures on Twitter and Discord.
Oh, yeah.
And
Totally.
watch the Twitter account for me. I'll post when I am activating, and we'll get some good pictures of this.
Hey, by the way, Frank, if you don't have a audio interface for your G90, take a look at that DigiRig.
DigiRig?
DigiRig,
yes.
Yep.
I will look at that.
Yep. So I've used it with some other radios, and everybody I've talked to really likes it with the G90.
I use the DigiRig with my TX500, and it works well. So, yeah, and they make cables specific for the G90, so it should work just fine.
Is that the? Is it the cable, the audio cable, and straight to the audio port, or is that the something else?
It's USB.
Oh,
it comes out USB of your computer and goes in with a
one of those
mic, a mic, and a well, it goes in USB-C to USB-A on the computer side. And then the other side of the DigiRig goes mic and sound card ports to whatever radio connection you've got. So because they make multiple cables for multiple types of radios.
Yeah, and those little cards are only like $50.
Yeah, they're not very much. Yeah, they're like 50 or
so
$49 or $59, something like that.
Yeah, I think it's $49.
Yeah.
They just have straight cables for the G90 cords for the DigiRig Mobile. Oh, I need the cable and the card?
Yes. Yeah, there's a cable on both. There's a cable on both sides. I'm sorry. Yes, there's a cable on both sides of the DigiRig itself. One cable goes to your computer, the other cable goes to your radio. So the DigiRig goes in between the computer and the radio with a cable on either side of it. So, and they do work well. I agree with Jason.
Nice.
So
awesome.
Well, thanks, guys. Appreciate everyone joining tonight. Thank you for the support in the super chats, and thank you for being here in the live stream. This was, like I said, this was a fun. Some people comment on some of my videos, and they're like, "Hey, how come you don't do builds anymore?" And I'm like, "It's not a bad question. It's a fair question." So I've been wanting to do this build. Everybody always teases me about my DX Commander. I am gonna build it someday, but I've got a plan for that. It's become such a joke in the community. I've got a plan for that now. So y'all stay tuned to find out what that is later. But as I tell people who ask me about the DX Commander all the time, as I tell people, I was like, when you guys have built, I don't know, 20 or 30 code plugs, come back to me, and now you can tease me about building the DX Commander, because I build code plugs.
I built mine from scratch.
Yeah, you did.
I have done. Yeah.
You did good. Did good. So, yeah. Frank, do we have link for tomorrow night yet?
No.
Okay, that's okay.
Not yet.
That's okay.
I was too busy trying to get this bench cleared and set up for tonight.
That's fine. All right. So Monday Night Ham Radio tomorrow night, starting probably 5:30 normal time. It'll culminate with Tio's ham nuggets, I'm sure.
Yep.
And
starting at a new time on the ham nuggets, starting at 6:30 Central Time. I will have a video coming out. Scott is swinging by, and he's going to be showing me antenna theory And how does radio waves propagate or leave the antenna and go into the world? It's a question I always wanted answered, and I finally found someone to show me and tell me how it works, and it's coming up.
Let's see you build one, Mike.
Which mic?
Yeah.
A code plug?
Code plugs are easy, Jason. That's not a good comparison. Mr. I don't like DMR because I don't understand
Let's see him build a code plug on a Mac.
He's on a Mac. Oh, do it on a Mac. Hey. Okay, Mac guys, time to step up. Put your money where your mouth is, Mac guys. Come on. That's good. That's good. Thanks for being here, Mike. So, good. Well, Jason, thank you, man. I get some sleep, dude. If you're tired. So, hey, are you going to Hamvention?
The plan is yes.
Okay.
I've got a room booked, but I don't know that for a fact. That's still up in the air. I won't know probably until the weekend before if I'm definitely going or not. But yes, I have a room booked. Hopefully that's going to play out the way I want it to.
Good. Well, I've got my spot booked, and I've got my spot booked for Huntsville already. Also, I'll be back in the same spot for Huntsville that I was in last year. So
okay, we need to chat about that offline.
Sure. Yeah, no problem at all. We can do that. So, all right, guys. Well, 73 to all. Thanks for joining tonight. Everyone have a good evening. Join us tomorrow night for Monday Night Ham Radio, and we will catch you then. So, wave goodbye to everybody.
Bye.
See you guys.
See you guys.
Radio.